Live from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, this is TFTuesday, the game show where the rules are made up and the points don't matter. I'm your host, Zill. It's good to be coming to you all today on this wonderful day. We have a wonderful game show assembled for you all here. I'm very excited. We have 6 fantastic contestants who will be going head-to-head in this very difficult challenge of knowledge and analytical skills as they are required to decipher very strangely cropped pictures that are of TF to figure out what the species and the artist is. But I'm getting ahead of myself. We have to introduce our incredible guests here today. In the first hot seat, we have Stormy. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Returning on a named podcast for the 3rd time, which gets me some exclusive club benefits, I'm pretty sure. My name is Stormy Fennec. You've heard me before. If you haven't, hi. I live in the middle of nowhere. You will never find me. I definitely didn't dox myself on a previous episode, but I don't work there anymore, so it's okay. I'm probably the newest person to the TF fandom in this whole crowd, so I'm probably going to do terribly at this, but that's okay because I'm having fun, and that's what matters.
So you wanted to make sure we felt old, right?
Yes. I very much enjoy making you feel every age of your life, Zaleppo.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Thank you for using my full legal name instead of Zillium. Zaleppo T. Lombax. In seat number 2, our second contestant, Toledo. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes. Hi, I'm Toledo. I've been on the podcast several times as several different creatures. And I first posted TF art online in October 2005, approaching 20 years.
What are you going to be doing to celebrate that momentous anniversary?
Actually TFing.
Very good answer. Very good answer. Incredible. In our seat number 3, we have another past guest from here. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Zaf. I've been on before and on the FWA podcast as well. I'm an artist and a horse. I think I started out doing photo manifs, but then I do a lot of drawn TFs now.
I first saw your photo manips on DeviantArt, and I was like, wow, those are cool photo manips.
I think I started DeviantArt and FA around the same time. And I think I posted on DA more then, but FA now.
Yeah. Very good, very good. In seat number 4, we have another guest, and this cord only stretches so long, so you might need to lean over. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, sure. I'm Splyced, a.k.a. Shrapnel, whatever you want to go by. I'm also an artist. I just came in here to shelter from the police. I think I serumed the wrong dude. I might have been a normie. Yeah, it's not great. But here, I'll play along.
And is your other name Shrapnel because you're going to shred the competition?
Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah.
All right, very good. Very good. In seat number 5, hailing from downtown Pittsburgh, we have our other contestant.
Hi, I'm Morgan. I'm a big dumb kitty cat. So who knows how good I'll do at this, but it is my second game show on the podcast.
Do you think you're going to do better than last time?
No.
All right. Well, we have a lot of confidence. And finally, our last contestant is Happy, who is extremely excited to be here.
Extremely excited. I live on the internet, and you can find me at Happy the Shiba on Twitter, happyshiba.bluesky.social, and on Fur Affinity, Happy Shiba.
Do you think your plug is going to help you defeat the competition?
No.
Okay, very good. We have a lot of confidence on the other end of the spectrum there, but that's okay. Now, we're going to get down to it. So, again, I have very carefully selected a very broad range of transformation materials for our wonderful contestants to guest here today. There are 30 pictures in total, and there is a point each for guessing the correct species as well as the correct artist. Now, these are mostly focused on real-world species, but I have thrown in a few fantastical ones to keep our contestants on their toes. You know, can't get too comfortable. The questions will get harder as we go along as well, so there are a few that you will go, wow, Zill, that was a really mean crop. Why did you do that? And the answer is because I'm mischievous. Now, that being said, there are some alternate answers that will satisfy the criteria for getting a point here. There are some artists that have changed names more than once, and so I have tried to list all of their monikers on the slides when relevant. If they're not, well, we'll have a conversation about it. I may have missed a few, 2 or 5 or 10. That being said, there's also an additional caveat. There are a few dogs in this presentation, and just saying dog would be too easy, so you will have to get the right breed when they come up. And no, I'm not going to tell you when it's a dog, so you got to get that part first. It's like a double whammy, basically. Now, in the event that we have a tie amongst our very knowledgeable contestants, we will have a sudden death round where they have to start guessing the year in which these pieces were posted. And it will be delightful because it will probably go for quite a while, as I imagine no one has memorized any of the years that any of these pieces have come out. Now, I think this is pretty self-explanatory. What we have set up with our wonderful contestants here today is they're actually going to be writing down their answers, because I care very much about the integrity of this game show where nothing is actually at stake and the points don't matter. So we will be vetting the answers, so to speak. I may ask a question or two about some of the answers as we're going through, but most of all, we want to have fun here. Yeah, it'll be a grand time, as it were. A gay old time. That's me. All right, so contestants, are we ready for our first question? All right, we're starting off with a fairly easy one. I want to ease you into this competition. So please write down the name of the artist and the species that this wonderful fellow is becoming. For those viewers at home, there is a red-haired individual with sharpened teeth looking at a paw with an extended ear, and the background includes at least one bar on a window. This is a very challenging one, my friends. I don't know. Morgan is professing Dumb Kitty is winning out right now, but that's okay, because the rules are made up and the points don't matter. All right, I'm going to give y'all a few more seconds. Make sure to get both of those down. Anyone cramming it in? All right. Now, you can all flip your answers, and we'll look down the row here. So, on the left here. Okay.
Just guessed completely at the artist. It's not really their style, but it's about as close as we can get to it.
Yeah, so Stormy has written down wolf as the species and Alex Ferret as the artist. Very interesting. All right, Toledo, we have written down Angerboda as the artist and wolf as the species. Very, very interesting. All right, Zaf, you have written down wolf. I don't see an artist name.
Oh, my brain went blank.
Okay, so horse brain is winning out a little bit. You saw some oats, I understand. All right, Splyced here has written down Angerboda as the artist and werewolf as the species. All right.
This is already too hard, Zalepo.
It's already really hard. All right, over here, Morgan, we have wolf as the species and artist as question mark, question mark, question mark. A very good yes for the artist. That's my favorite artist, too. And finally, over here, Happy has written down Ang as the artist and wolf as the species. All right. Well, my friends, many of you did get the answers right. I think everyone got the species. It is a wolf or werewolf. Both are acceptable answers. It is Angerboda. This has the year in the signature, so we're going to just keep going by that. But hold on, I need to tally up the points. All right, so Stormy has gotten 1 point. Toledo has gotten 2 points. Zaf has gotten 1 point. Splyced has gotten 2 points. Happy has gotten 2 points. And Morgan has gotten 1 point. All right, picture number 2. This is a bit of a mean crop, but I think it is fair because it does kind of communicate what is going on here. Use your brain. For the audience, we have a hand that is starting to turn into a paw. And behind it, there is a t-shirt that also shows a paw. And the shirt is orange. And you can see a glimmer of white fur beneath the shirt as well. It's very, very challenging. I'm having too much fun doing this announcer voice, I will say. It's very fun. I used to do acting. All right. I think oh, no, I'll give you guys a few more seconds. I see some blank faces, blank papers. This is understandable. Empty chairs at empty tables. Yeah. This isn't Les Mis. This is Gay Mis, as we said before. So, all right. I think I have given a good amount of time here. Let's start with contestant number 1, Stormy. Stormy, you said...
I do not remember the artist's full name because
Okay.
I'm just horrendous with artists already. I'm really...
All right. So we have artist as Cherry, and
something
something cherry, and the species as fox. All right. Toledo.
My guesses are hornbuckle and tiger.
All right. Very good. Very good. All right.
The artist, but I guess tiger because it looks like Clemson.
It is indeed Clemson, so good job there. Okay, Splyced has said, an artist who does inanimate furry flag, and I don't see a species. Unless the species was furry flag. Oh, furry flag was the Okay, very interesting choice. Very off the wall, out of the box thinking. I appreciate that. All right, Morgan has written cat and hornbuckle. Okay, very interesting. And then I have from Happy, hornbuckle and tiger. All right, well, my wonderful friends, it was indeed Clemson, and it was indeed a tiger by hornbuckle. So well done.
That was very good, cropping.
It was. I thought it was very clever. Somewhat mean, but very clever.
Jeopardy clue.
Yes, it very much was. All right. So let me just write down the points here. All right, so just a quick recap. I'm not going to do this every question, but just for sanity's sake. So Stormy, you have 1 point. Toledo, you have 4 points, a perfect score so far. Zaf, you have 2 points. Well done. Splyced, you also have 2 points. Well done. Morgan, you also have 2 points. Well done. And Happy, you also have a perfect score with 4 points. So really, Stormy, you're really disappointing me right now. How do you feel about that?
I quite literally told you at the start I would be in dead last, and here we are, two questions in, and I'm dead last.
The bird brain is really kicking in, isn't it?
It is. I'm literally going to be going to a bird party after this is over, so, we'll call it pre-gaming.
Pre-gaming, very good, very good. We do love pre-gaming. All right, my friends, this is picture number 3. Now, I have been also a little bit mean here, but I do think that what I'm trying to get at is being communicated in this picture. For our audience, there is someone who seems to have a fully transformed face who is eating from a bowl of noodles with chopsticks, and there is a tail visible. Now, I'm going to give you all a few moments. Just take it in. There is a lot of expression in this piece. We have 2 exclamation marks. That means it's really shocking, not just a little bit shocking. And honestly, if I hadn't just eaten at the Cheesecake Factory, I could also go for some noodles. Now, okay, we have an answer written down there. Has everyone had a chance to write something down? Give a few more seconds. Stormy is blanking. I think we figured out who I'm going to be ribbing on quite a bit today. But that's okay. It's all from love. No, we're doing this in order. I have integrity in these rules that don't matter, okay? We have to be fair. All right. Okay. So what did you write down? That's an artist, all right. And then you wrote down, that's 2 different species. You're going to have to pick one.
I will commit to my first gut, which was a kitsune.
All right. So we have no artist but kitsune. All right, Toledo, what did you write down?
I wrote down sky and fox.
Okay, sky and fox.
Not to be confused with Guy's fox.
That's true. We can't get... remember, the 5th of November. All right.
So I see it's clearly a fox, and I was like, that's too easy. So maybe a kitsune. So I wrote that down, and sky.
All right. Okay, Splyced. We have sky and...
I did. I also put sky and kitsune.
All right, very good. Morgan, what did we have?
Kitsune and sky.
Okay, kitsune and sky. And Happy, we have sky and fox. All right, well, we were pretty almost unanimous on the artist except for Stormy. A bit of a split on the species. It is indeed a kitsune. The clue was the noodles, folks. This is a piece by Sky. This is Jeopardy. I really did try my best here. It's Sky and a kitsune. All right, so let's write down those points. There's some here that I don't expect anyone to have a perfect score by the end of it. So, because nobody is perfect, we all have things to work on. You're very welcome. Except for Happy right now, who still does have a perfect score. But oh, you said fox. You're right. Sorry. Oh, thank you. Happy said I'm perfect. That's very kind. All right. This is picture number 4. Now, this is a very interesting crops, my friends. This shows someone who has green glowing around them. They seem to have a very large green hand with some hair on the arm. as well as some sort of ripped clothing, a nice shoulder, and a good peck. And something in the corner. Yes, there is indeed a nipple, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between. Yes. It is indeed a male-presenting nipple. I have tried to keep this presentation safe for work, safe for Tumblr. So there is a male-presenting nipple on your screen. Is anyone still writing? All right, cool. So let's start over here. Stormy, what have you wrought upon me? Okay, so we have a smiley face for the artist, and the species is orc. Okay, I would love to see more of Smiley Face's art. I've never seen it before.
I'm a big fan of them personally. They're kind of up and coming, but I think they're really going to come into their own and become a very big staple of the community.
They did have a hit song, didn't they? Happier or something? With Marshmallow? I don't know. Anyway, sorry. Toledo, what did you put down?
I have to say that Smiley Face is great, but impossible to Google. But
Terrible SEO.
this artist is Aegeus, and it would be an orc, I believe.
Okay, very good, very good. Zaf, what do we have here?
I wanted to put the Hulk, but I put orc and age.
Okay, all right. Splyced, what do we have down for you?
Well, I also said Aegeus, and that's an orc.
All right. What did you have, Morgan?
I said Aegeus, but a gorilla because orc felt too easy, so I thought it was an orc turning into a gorilla.
The green gorilla. Yeah, no, I mean, I do like playing mind games. I've done that before. And happy we have age and orc. All right, well, my friends, it was the obvious one. It was Aegis and it was an orc, and this is a piece of me because I'm going to sprinkle in a little bit of myself, okay? I mean, I gotta, right? So, you know, I did get you too comfortable with the trick questions. I'm always keeping you guessing. He did a good job with it. It really was not designed. Asha is going to get called on that bench. That's not a good workbench. All right. Picture number 5. Now, my wonderful viewers at home, we have a somewhat perplexed fellow who seems to have some sort of a beak and a very fashionable shrug shirt exposing at least one shoulder, as well as some sort of feathering on the front. I don't know. It's a good question. You can't just say bird. No, that would be too easy. I'm sorry. I will give you a small hint. Really pay attention to the beak here. It's a very distinctive kind of beak. And I say this as someone who is not as well-versed in the world of avian TFs. So shout out to Eric, who's crying as he listens to this. I'm giving you all a little bit more time because I know this one's a tricky one. But I did say that we get harder as we go along. There is a piece later that is a truly mean crop, and I'm very excited for it. So, all right. Let's go to Stormy first. Stormy, you bird brain, what did you put down?
I actually did not write anything because I have been... My first thought, as you were talking, was like, those chest feathers look a little yellow, but that's not really a chicken beak. And then you said, point to the beak, and I'm like, oh, no. Oh, no.
So you're failing your bird side.
I am. It is tragic. I'm going in my head. I'm like, I'm going to be so disappointed by the end of this.
Okay. Well, you know what? It was a valiant attempt that was made. I appreciate your openness about your ignorance. That is always good to be forthright with. Toledo, what do we put down?
All right, this one is the toughest so far. I put Miarku, I don't know how you pronounce that, and Pigeon.
Okay, interesting. All right. Zaf, what do we have from you?
I put I don't know and crow question mark.
Crow question mark. Okay. Spliced. Ya mother hawk. Ya mother hawk. Okay, incredible, incredible. All right, Morgan, what do we have here?
Hawk and I don't know.
Okay, another hawk. Happy. We have Proxer, red-tailed hawk. Well, my wonderful friends, I think we might have the first 0 scorer, the big goose egg. Although it's not a goose. It is other words, and it is a penguin TF. It is a penguin TF. Yeah, this is an older other words piece. This piece is at least 5 or 6 years old, though I don't want to say too much because we might have tie. Yeah, no one got it. So, you know what? Like the egg in this piece, 0 points. This one is a funny picture. I am not going to say much more. I will let you all look at it.
Abstract art.
That's one way to describe it. I don't know. Well, you shouldn't. You should write it down first. You don't want to give away any hints. Stormy's truly going to the birds here. All right, I'm going to give a few more seconds. People are still thinking, writing, considering their life choices that led them to be here. Splyced is getting a little emotional over how beautiful this art is. I understand. Okay, I think I've given a lot of time here for this one. So we're going to start with Stormy, who is still writing. All right, Stormy. So we have Zill's favorite artist, which is not a name, but that's great. And I have mermaid question mark. Truly.
Why? So I'm seeing a hand that looks like it's growing webbing, and this is clearly, it appears to me to be some sort of tail burst coming out the back.
There
And
is a
it's
tail burst.
very- What's the term I'm looking for? It's a very slick, solid tail coming out.
Let me ask you a question. How many orange mermaids do you know?
There are koi fish that can be turned into mermaids.
All right, you want to go with technically correct? Fair enough. All right, Toledo, what do you have?
You're evil. This is mine.
What species is it?
It's a kangaroo.
All right, so Toledo is guessing this is his own piece. Very interesting. We'll see how that goes. Zaf.
I put question mark, and I thought it looked like a roo.
Okay, kangaroo. Got it. All right, Splyced, what did you write down?
I might have fucked this one up. I put altered Zangi and Kobold.
Okay, interesting. Morgan.
I put bash and fish.
Okay, we've got some fishy feelings going on here. And then from Happy, we have pickle juice and fish. Well, my wonderful friends, I am evil. This is a piece by Toledo of a kangaroo transformation. Yes. I specifically went and found a drawn piece that was colored. So, it is. What?
We can't tell you. That's a tiebreaker.
Yeah, that is a tiebreaker. So, if it gets to this point in the game, you might be in trouble. That's true. Okay, well, there we go. So we've even gotten the artist guessing. So this one was fun to pick. I will remind folks, I didn't say this at the top, to find the pictures for this competition, I scoured high and low. I really want to give a very wide range of pieces, both old and new. So this included going to Fur Affinity, Bluesky, Transfur, old Transfur. Like, we really covered our bases with this one. So, but like I said, it's only going to get harder from here. All right. So this is picture number 6. Now, if I can quickly describe some of what's going on in this piece, we can see a belly and also a male presenting nipple that is blue. There seems to be some brown goo, as well as some sort of orange shorts of some kind, and 6.9 feet, as you can see in the bottom there. 6.9 feet. I'll let you all ponder this for a little bit.
As I put your favorite artist on the last piece, which turned out to be Toledo, well, how do you feel about that?
I'm hearing from my producers that I'm not allowed to answer that question. I'm sorry. But good try, good try. I have a reputation to uphold of impartiality in this competition. So, yes, there are some repeat artists in here because I am mean. Oh, yes, Toledo.
So you go with real animals. Are they all natural coloration?
This one is actually mostly natural coloration, except for the nipple, which is male presenting and blue. The other elements are technically pretty realistic. So, I mean, not the goo part, obviously. That part is not naturally occurring in nature in this fashion, but,
Are you implying that TF goo naturally occurs in nature in other fashions?
My producers are telling me I cannot answer that question. I'm so sorry. Maybe you'll just have to find out. All right, I've given quite a bit of time on this one for you to ponder the 6.9 feet. Stormy, what do we have from you?
This time I have the sad face artist, the smiley faces artist, evil alter ego. Because not all alter egos.
And what is this? You wrote down goopy gorilla. You realize you could have just put gorilla, right?
Yes, but it's a wonderful goopy gorilla, and that's even more fun than a regular gorilla.
Okay, but okay, you know what? Fair enough. I'm not gonna poke you too much on that. Toledo, what do we have?
This one is tough. I put Kur as the artist, and I guessed cougar as the animal.
Okay, interesting. Kur and cougar. Kur the cougar. Zaf, what do we have for you?
I'm bad at artist, but I don't know. The first thing I thought it was bear.
All right, interesting. Spliced, what do we have from you?
I forgot this dude's name, but I guessed latex bear.
All right, latex bear. Interesting. Morgan.
I said core and pool toy otter.
All right, interesting. And Happy, what do we have for you? I have Sky and pool toy. Pool toy is not a species, but I appreciate the love of pool toys as pool toy Jesus. I do spread the good word. I float for your sins. Now, all that being said, walking on water is easy when you're a pool toy. This is core. It is an otter. It is an otter. So Morgan, you got perfect marks on this. This is of Sagear, I believe, a commission by Sagear of core that has been tastefully cropped for YouTube's algorithm. So we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 questions in. That's almost like, it's not really a quarter, but it's kind of a quarter. So let me just recap for the audience. Right now, Stormy has a score of 3, which is more impressive than me going over to her would intimate. Toledo has 10 points, 10 out of 14. Quite good. That's a B minus. That's pretty solid. Zaf, you have 7 points out of 14. A passing grade. Very good. Spliced, you're close behind. You've got 6. Very good. 6 points so far.
Maybe I should just turn myself in.
No, don't do that. We need to finish the integrity of the game. Morgan, you also have 7 points. Very good. And Happy, you also have 7 points. So we have the 7-point crew. Toledo, you're in the lead right now. You have 10 points. So well done. Now, we have another sort of feathered being here. We can see there is a orange foot that is becoming some sort of talons. There are some feathers bursting out of this person's behind. And they're wearing some sort of track shorts. And they are on a lawn of some kind. I want you to think real hard about this one. Not only about yourself and what led you to this moment, but also the picture itself and what it means. Think really hard about that element. This one has a lot of deep meaning. Get a good look of it. Really ponder the feathers. We have a lot of stumped folks in the contestants right now, but that's okay. I designed this to be hard. This was never going to be a little flap in the park, as it were. Everyone locked in? Okay. Let's see. Stormy, what did you put?
I'm unfortunately very uncultured in TF artist as the artist. It's a very long name, but, they're another up-and-comer that I think is going to become very well-known into the community.
Are you going to do this every time?
No, I'm not.
Okay, got it. Because the running joke is getting a little stale. We got to get new running jokes. So think of another one. Anyways,
like
continue.
The bread that I've been eating?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that would explain a lot, actually.
Try fresher bread.
Exactly.
Indeed. Anyways, my species pick was a pelican because I see a webbed foot, or
Okay.
talon, if you will.
Interesting choice. Interesting choice. Toledo, what do we have for you?
Oh, I think I've got a 0 on this one. I put Proxer and chicken. But
Okay. Interesting. Zaf, what do we have for you?
I didn't look close enough, but the tracksuit made me think of running, so I put ostrich.
Ostrich. Okay, interesting. We've got a very divergent view on this one. Spliced, what did you put down?
This is a tough one. I'm going to guess Binturong boy and ostrich.
Okay, interesting. How about you, Morgan?
I don't know who the artist is. I wrote a shrug. But for the species, I put your favorite animal, a goose.
Interesting choice. You put down a goose. And Happy, what do we have for you? We have other words and feagle, but eagle with brackets around the PH. Very clever. So I want to say before I reveal, someone in the contestants row got one of the answers for each one separately. So well done. This is Binturong Boss, or Binturong Boy, or Walrofel Boof, and it is a goose, or as I like to call it, a Canadian goose. You can't see the hatred in the eyes because of this bar, unfortunately, but this is a Canadian goose, and it has hatred in its heart.
Your favorite?
It has, no, I hate them. I hate them so much. They are evil. Anyways, I will say I didn't vet these for scientific accuracy perhaps as fully as I should have. I did make this presentation an hour before I had to go to bed to go wake up in the morning to come to Anthrocon. So I apologize for the lack of rigor on that front. That is on me. No, I am apologizing. I can admit when I'm wrong. Shut up. All right. We have another wonderful picture. Also, I realize these are misnumbered, which is very funny. But anyways, so we have a woman. She has a beak forming and a lot of blue plumage. We have a lot of questionable faces right now. The hint is the feathers, my friends. The hint is the feathers.
How many of those have you said that? Oh.
You know, I say it and then some people pick up on it, so...
I like how your disclaimer was about breeds of dogs, and then you put in all of these birds.
You know, I didn't even realize until afterwards how many birds there were in here, which is deeply funny, again, because of the whole avian thing. But, yeah, there's actually a decent number of birds in this. I guess when I think challenging, I think birds, not dogs. But, you know, whatever.
Bill, are you projecting by chance?
My producers are telling me I'm not allowed to answer that question, but thank you for it. It's very interesting that you would say that.
Did not see is the look Zilgate.
All right.
Saying that.
You're right. This is not a video performance for a reason, my friends. All right. Let's start with you, Stormy.
Alrighty, so I actually am incredibly confident on this. This is a Black Sheep TF's art of a blue macaw.
Very interesting. All right, Toledo, what do we have for you?
I guessed in Animorphs, and it is the parrot from Rio, because that is one of the that is the female love interest from the movie Rio.
All right. What do we have for you, Zaf?
Once again, no idea on the artist, but Blue Jay? Question mark.
All right. What do we have from you, Splyced?
In lieu of guessing an artist, I would just like to say I hate you for putting so many goddamn birds in this. And Blue Jay is what I wrote.
Blue Jay. All right. I hate you, Zill, as the artist, and Blue Jay. Morgan, what do we have from you?
Crow, caca.
Crows are blue now?
It was giving, like, black. Like,
No, I'm just teasing you. I'm just teasing you. Happy, what do we have for you? Unknown and Blue Jay. All right, so I will take Blue Parrot from Rio because that is literally what it is. Macaw is also what was written in the species tags. It is Black Sheep TFs. Good job, Stormy. You got a perfect score on a question. That's your first one, so I'm very proud. I'm not shaming. I'm praising. She's upping her game. All right, this is a really mean one. I was really mean with this one. There is a male presenting nipple here. Again, I was actually encouraged to do this specific crop. I will explain later. But our wonderful audience, we can see some brown fur, a ripped red shirt, and a peck with a male presenting nipple on it. I admit this one is very mean. No, that's not necessarily true. I did try to at least crop in a way that you could theoretically get it. I'm not necessarily trying to reverse psychology you here. Fans of the podcast should be able to get at least the artist on this one.
Well, I'm just gonna go throw myself off a bridge.
Please don't.
I'm not.
There are many to choose from.
There are many to choose from. We are in the city of bridges. My wonderful friends. I can see 3 from my room. So, you know, allegedly. Shout out to the best bridge in Pittsburgh, Hot Metal Bridge. That is my favorite bridge in Pittsburgh. It is literally called Hot Metal Bridge, and it is Hot Metal Street that goes over it. And on the other side, you can go to Hot Metal Parking Garage and Hot Metal Flats. They were really committed to this bit, and I support it. It's a very good truss bridge. It's a very good truss bridge. As an engineer, I respect it. All right, let's start with you, Stormy. What did you write down?
Unfortunately, I'm once again back to the I do not recognize artists very well. And so that line hurt me very hard. And
Okay.
I'm going to cry.
And you put werewolf.
I believe so.
All right.
I'm probably wrong, but you know what? I gave it my best shot.
How about you, Toledo?
Hoo boy. I guessed Kurigan and bear.
Okay. Zaf, what did you put?
Oh, it looked like a gorilla, kinda, I guess.
Okay. All right. Spliced.
I'll try honey badger and bear.
Okay. We have over here.
I put gorilla in k-libra, but I don't think he's ever drawn a gorilla.
Okay. And Happy. Unknown bear. All right.
Also, is this you?
No, this is not me. This is not me.
I wondered the same thing.
This is actually not me. So we kind of got the artist, not quite. I'm going to give you the point for it, the person who got it. This is Honey Bear drawing a bear. So, Honey Badger, I'll take Honey Bear.
Sorry, Honey Bear. I love your work. Didn't mean to fuck up your name.
I think this was a Ryan R commission. This is number 10.
That's a leg. Okay.
No, that's a hand. I mean, it's transforming into something, but that is supposed to be a hand. So what we can see is there is a very muscly arm. I want you to look very closely at what has been included in the crop of the person. There is a lily pad, that is a hint. But more importantly, there is something going on at the top. And I want you to think about what I said before about sprinkling in some fun stuff. Don't block the shot! Everyone needs to have a good view of this. I will remind you again of the lily pad.
You say that, but there's another detail that I'm noticing that's really throwing me for a loop here.
Well,
I'm not going to say what
don't say, because that would not be fair. This piece isn't too old, I will say that. I'm giving everyone some extra time on this one. I'm seeing a lot of, what have you done, Zillium? How dare you? I know. The full name comes out. Tragic, truly. I have sinned. All right. Everyone written something down, at least? Zaph's still writing. You wanna give it a few more seconds, Zaph? You can just write something. Just write anything.
It's like what they say in school. Just guess it.
Just guess it. You never know. Shoot for the moon. Even if you miss, you'll land amongst the stars. That's a quote from someone that I don't remember. All right, Stormy, what did you write down?
I've done something very out of character. I guessed an artist, but I could not get an animal.
So you wrote down k-libra, and you wrote the species as weird clawed frog thing. All right, okay.
They say lily pad, but there's clearly claws on
That was a hint in the other direction, I'm sorry. All right, Toledo, what do we have?
So I put K-libra as my guess for artist, and I put Zora from Zelda.
Okay, very interesting guess. Yeah, Zaph.
I had no clue at all. So you said lily pad, so fuck it, frog.
All right, okay, Splyced, what do we have for you?
That is k-libra. And I also guessed frog.
All right, interesting. Morgan, what do we have for you?
My k-libra was a foreshadowing for this one, but I put k-libra again, and I put dragon.
Okay, interesting. Happy. We've got Husk Dingo and Dragon. All right, I will admit this species was a bit mean. This was k-libra. This is a Vaporeon. Oh. So this crop here, I was showing the thing around the neck, the frilled thing around the neck. Yeah. Yeah, so, yeah.
That is the most realistic Pokemon rendering I've ever seen.
Yes, which was the point, I believe. It's a very good art piece. Dragon was, like, in the right direction. It was in the right ballpark, at least.
K-libra, you rock. That's awesome.
Very good, very good. Next. Now, I selected this one for someone who is not actually in the room, so I'm very sad. This is a commission that they commissioned, and I thought they might show up. But anyways, I'm not putting them on blast. So what can we see here? There is definitely a tail coming out of some orange clothing. There seems... Oh, sorry, pink. I'm sorry, pink. Words. There is some sort of ocean in the background, and there seems to be some furniture there, implying perhaps a specific environment. Now, I don't think this species actually exists necessarily in this environment, but something close to it. Like I said, these will get harder. We're in the second third. I also think I may have mislabeled this, and there might actually be 31 pieces, which is very funny. But anyways, it's fine. I was trying to get the formatting of the pictures consistent, and so I had to keep copying the same slide, and I think I copied a number twice. So anyways, you win some, you lose some.
If these were older, I think I would be doing better.
This piece is from 2018, I think, actually. So it's not old, but, you know.
I was saying, like, before 2010.
Don't worry, there will be some from before 2010. We haven't gotten to them yet. But you will know. Toledo is coming for all of your scores. I think he's ahead still, but, you know, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Okay, have we had enough time? Has everyone written something down? Zaph, you written something down? Okay. Stormy, what have we got?
Artist name unknown as usual. I'm going with an otter. It's maybe not the best guess, but it's what I feel in my heart.
As one of the 19 tails I own, I appreciate that. Toledo, what do we have for you?
I'm at a loss for artist, but I also guessed otter.
Okay, very good. Zaf, what do we have for you?
I thought otter, but I put kangaroo.
So you thought one thing but decided another.
Yeah, because Australia has water too.
It does. It does. I appreciate that you are partying today. Spliced, what did you put?
Which one of those was the artist, Zav?
None of them.
All right, I'm guessing the artist is Apes of Wrath, and I put a kangaroo.
Yes.
All right, another kangaroo. We've got a bit of a competition going on here.
Kangaroo.
No artist.
I really couldn't tell you.
Okay, that's fair. And happy. I have Fast Track and Otter. All right, well, nobody got the artist, but that is okay. We'll settle this division between, if my tail doesn't destroy my mic. Is it a kangaroo or an otter? It is an otter. This is a piece commissioned by Gil, and he's not here. Shout out to Gil. It's a very good piece. Yeah, I will say this. Artists may come up more than once, but never more than twice, so you don't have to try and guess other words again. So you can take that off the docket. Next on the docket. Now, this might be why I put in a specific rule. I'm not going to say more than that. For the audience, we have a tail burst. We have some arched back. There seems to be some grass in the background and some brown and caramel-colored fur. There seems to be an ear in the corner. And maybe some other hidden details that I'm not going to talk too much about. It is a wonderful tail burst. You know, we've got almost all of the tail out, but there's like that little last string of the pants that is trying to keep in the tip of the tail. You know, a very classic but proven technique of the tail burst.
Yes.
Oh, yes, this is exactly how fabric works. Do not look up fabric ripping on YouTube ever. Do not break your dreams, my friends. Don't do it. It's not worth it.
This is, at least appears to me, to be a bit of denim. I feel like that would be very uncomfortable to try and have a tail burst in jeans.
It might be, yeah. It might be. You had a tail burst, my friend?
There is nothing worse than trying to bust out of a pair of denims.
Interesting. These are sage words to live by, my friends. I hope you remember them. In your darkest moments, remember, don't bust out of your denims. All right. I think I've given a good amount of time here. Stormy's still typing. You're good? Oh, hold on. I have a request for 3 more times. My producers are telling me that is allowed. By the way, for everyone who can't see at home, the producer is Equinox. This is my producer. He's telling me what I can and can't do. He's talking to me, and I listen because I don't want to get my ass kicked later. Anyways, Stormy.
I am not too confident on the artist. I believe this might be a Binturong boss art. However, I am incredibly confident in the species, and it is everyone's favorite first persona pick, a German Shepherd.
Everyone's first persona pick, the German Shepherd. Interesting. I don't know. We're going to find out, aren't we? Toledo, what did you put?
I put German Shepherd as well, and I am at a loss for the artist.
Okay, very fair. Zaf, we have Oh no,
a dog. Heck, Shep.
Very good, very good. So the artist is Oh no, a dog, heck, and the species is Shep. Spliced, what do we have for you?
Let's try Proxer and Wild Dog.
Okay, interesting. Wild dog and Proxer. Morgan, what do we have?
I don't know the artist. I put G-Shep, but I almost put African Wild Dog. But
yeah, so very, very tough decisions here. Happy. We've got Werewolfaboo and German Shepherd. All right. Well, everyone who put down German Shepherd, very good. It is a German Shepherd. No one got the artist. This is actually a recurrent piece. This is from a sequence. Are you okay? I don't know. But it's from a very good, cute sequence of someone becoming a German Shepherd at the dog park. Yeah, are you? I realize the year's on there, so I'm going to get you a head start on this. This is an old piece, but let me just write down the points. Toledo is rubbing his hands together with glee. This is a classic. I'm gonna give you all a hint, okay? If you can't get it off the hint, I'm gonna be very sad. I have done a photo manipulation of this piece. So if you know me, you should get it. And if you don't get it, you don't know me. And I'm gonna cry. Sorry, my producer is saying I can't cry right now, but I understand. Maybe later. It's okay. Like Christina Aguilera, I'm underappreciated, but that's okay. If you know what song I'm recognizing, Pico, pour one out. That is a song off of her 2003 album, Stripped. It has Alicia Keys in it. It's a very good song. Sorry, I'd just like to note, Splyced had to go to the bathroom in shame, but left his guess here, so I appreciate that. So, all right, I have given a good amount of time on this one, Stormy. This piece might be older than you are. What did you put down?
I hate to think about that. I don't hate to think about that, but, you know, at least this time it wasn't me bringing up the fact that I am a child to you.
That's true. So you've written down artist unknown and wolf. Okay, that was a choice.
There was multiple species that I went to at first, and then you had said you've done a manip of this, and I'm like, oh no. And now I'm like going through my head, what species have I seen you do a manip of? Because none of the ones that I first thought of, I cannot say I've seen you do a manip of them before.
I think you should have picked one of the other species that went through your head. Toledo, what did you write down?
So, I'm going to kick myself because this style is recognizable. My guess was foxy and ferret.
Okay, interesting choice. Zaf, what did you put?
Fuck. Lion?
So the artist is fuck, and the species is lion. Okay. Splyced has written down pickle juice and werewolf. Again, you should have picked a different species. Morgan, what did you write down?
I literally can't discern what species this is at all, so I put lion because I'd be mad if it was a lion and I didn't get it.
Okay, that's fair. Happy, what did you put? T something and bear. All right, so nobody got the species. It was foxy. Yeah. Hang your head in shame. You stand upon the ground that she built. This is a giraffe.
I know that one.
Yep.
It's so good.
It's very good, and as you can see, I left a crop of one of the spots here. That was the little hint.
Well, it is getting longer.
It is getting longer, so ferret was in the right direction. I have done a photo manip of this one. I will. Yeah, I will include it. Yeah, there you go. That's how you know it's old. I am going to give you a point, Zaf, because you really did think it in your heart, and I know you wouldn't lie about that. So I will give you a point for the artist as well.
Talking to you about Foxy.
You were literally talking to me about Foxy earlier.
I knew it was from.
This was definitely from Transfur. This used to be on her website.
She had like a website where everything was periodized. She had like 95 to 98.
It was like a
99 to, yeah.
And they were all labeled phases too, which I thought was really interesting. All right. Here's your next piece. This is a cool piece. I found this on Transfur, so I'm giving you a bit of a hint there. There is someone with a baggy shirt. There seems to be a snout visible, and they're looking at a hand that has claws on it. And there seems to be something in the background that might be a hint. But who can say, really, one way or another? Thank you. Zaf said I'm good at cropping these.
I do enjoy, like, the reveal of it's like, okay, I see all the parts and how they fit together now. As someone who's pretty detail-oriented, it's like, I do also appreciate the crops, because it's like, I could get it.
Yeah.
If I was not actively turning into a bird right now.
That's true. That is a pretty weighty handicap. I'm just getting word from the producers that if you do fully transform, he will try to eat you, so you better start running.
I'm not turning into a roadrunner.
I'm sorry. You're right. That's true. He'll still catch you, though. What is this? Oh, that's cute. That's very cute. I like that. Splyced has drawn his answer. All right. I think I've given a healthy amount of time for this one. Let's start with you, Stormy. What did you put down?
No artist guessed. However, this is probably going to be incorrect, but the very first animal that came to mind when I saw this was a Doberman. No relation to the one sitting next to me.
Very good. Very good. Toledo, what did you write down?
I put down for artist Miarku and Doberman as well.
Okay.
Long before I took that form on.
Yeah. I think you were still a horse at the time. Oh, I'm sure I was. Yeah. Zaf.
I put Adobe.
Okay, not Adobe Photoshop, just Adobe, right?
Adobe.
Okay. Transform into Photoshop. I use the free Transfur too all the time. Splyced, what did you put down?
Yeah, it's a building on fire with a policeman chasing after a stupidly smug-looking hyena.
All right. So we've got hyena and artist is police chasing after. Morgan, what do we have for you?
Doberman. I don't know the artist.
All right. And back here, Happy, what do you have? Early Kuma and Doberman. All right. Everyone put Doberman except for Splyced. Nobody got the artist. This is a Crazy Ivan piece, also from Transfur. It's funny because I actually mentioned Crazy Ivan in a conversation with Zaf earlier today. Foreshadowing. It's okay. We were all in suit.
Dan's out here setting up Churkov's battalion on you.
Yes.
One of these will be a greyhound. It'll be Miarku, and I will get it right.
When in doubt, guess Miarku, my friends.
If it is a greyhound, it is him.
Yes, if it's a greyhound, it's Miarku. All right.
Oh.
This is a very good piece. This is also from Transfur. I will also give you a hint and say I have adapted this into a photo manipulation as well. So, Toledo has a very big grin on his face right now.
Yep.
As a growing artist, I did a number of adaptations because I thought it would be fun, and it was fun, and I think it helped me grow as an artist too. A lot of these were pieces before the year 2005, so, you know, that's how it goes. You were born by then at least, right?
Yes,
Sorry, I'm just checking, okay? The audience wasn't at the Cheesecake Factory.
Okay.
We're gonna go to you first, Stormy.
No artist guest as usual. At first I thought bull, but then I started to very second guess myself because that arm is still existing, so I changed my answer slightly to a minotaur.
Okay, Minotaur. Interesting guess. Toledo.
Happy is a prophet. This is early Kuma, and this is a reindeer.
Okay, reindeer. Zaf, what do we have for you?
I put Minotaur too, but now that Toledo said that, I am sad.
What did we have from you, Splyce?
I like the way Stormy's thinking. I'm guessing Narwhal as the artist,
Okay.
specifically. I also guessed Minotaur.
Okay, that's a good guess. Morgan?
I don't know the artist, but I put Ram. The horn looked a little curved.
Interesting. Yeah, there is a little detail of the horns there. And Happy, I have Kuma and Moose. There is an ear visible. My friends, this is indeed a reindeer from Kuma. I have manipulated this piece. It's a very good piece. Picture number 16. This is not an old piece. This piece was posted in like the last month. So this might be a bit challenging. It's a month or 2 months ago. I don't remember, maybe 4 months. It was posted in this calendar year at a minimum. I found this on Bluesky of all places, okay? So I want you to really look at this one. This is an anatomically correct. So it is. So really pay attention to what's going on here. I have not photo manipulated this piece. I have photo manipulated this species, which is a little bit of a hint.
So have I.
You have. I think yours was anthro and mine was feral. Yeah.
I feel like I don't remember seeing a manip piece from you, but I also am not super intimately familiar with your...
This is why you're my least favorite child. But you are a child.
This is why you've relegated me to the birds.
That is
You're not a fan of them, so you're channeling all of your
No,
There's a
I'm
word
not
I'm
that
looking
mean.
for.
If I was doing that, I'd turn you into a Canadian goose, okay? I'm not that mean.
That's what you did to Diz.
That's what I did to Diz. Shout out to Diz. All right, I've given a pretty good amount of time. Has everyone had a chance to write something down? Stormy, what did you write?
So the when I first saw this, I was like, I swear I've seen this piece before. But then you said it was only uploaded recently, and you threw a lot of doubt. But I want to say I remember seeing a camel TF that looks a lot like this. So
Okay.
that's animal answer, obviously no artist, because I don't know.
You don't know artists. Understandable. Toledo, what did you put?
I'm lost for the artist, but that is a camel toe.
Okay. All right. That is a camel toe.
I put camel as well because that's what the foot looks like.
Okay. All right. Very good. Splyced, what did you put down?
I'll be real, I have no freaking idea, but it's very well drawn. I will give it that.
Okay. All right. I appreciate your appreciation, Morgan.
This is a camel, and this is Azel.
Okay. And we have a lot of O's. We have Happy said, Hornbuckle, and then Scooby-Doo crossed out, and then I don't know. Scooby-Doo? This is indeed a camel by Azel. It is. It is. It's very good. This is of ShadowFox014, also known as that I'll be. He is the subject, yeah. Yeah. It's a good piece. It's a good piece. All right. Now, I've given a lot in this cropping, I will say. But it's early, so that's the part where I'm being a bit mean. We have a woman who is climbing on a cliff. She is changing in some fashion. We can see some claws. There's something going on with the snout. There's something going on with the ear. There is a very subtle hint here that I'm not going to say. But I've given you almost the entire picture of this first stage of the transformation. The thing that I have cropped out is her lower half for a very specific reason. You're going to be mad when I tell you what the subtle hint was. I'll give you all a few more seconds. This species does climb.
Well, then that fucks all my answers.
Write something. Write something. You can guess an artist too. Just guess an artist. What do you have to lose?
My dignity.
I think your score is past that, but that's okay.
Oh,
Long gone.
I'm teasing. Everyone is a winner here, okay? Even if I don't have prizes to give out, you're all winners for participating. So, in my heart, you're all winners. Stormy, what did you put down?
I believe this is a squirrel. And you said
Okay.
that you cropped out one thing, and like a giant squirrel tail would fit wonderfully in like the L that is like missing from this.
Okay. It's a good guess. What do we have from you, Toledo?
So I guessed Angerboda, and I'm guessing a lemur.
Ooh, interesting. Okay.
I was stuck
Zaf.
in the spot, so I just put like African wild dog. But they don't climb, so
Yeah, well known for climbing African wild dogs. What about you, Splyced?
All right, this one's tough, Zaleppo, but I'm going to guess Nigel, however you say it, as the artist, and Iguana?
Iguana. Interesting. Okay. Morgan.
I put goat and black sheep. That's the artist name, right?
Yeah, black
Okay.
sheep. Okay. Goat and black sheep. Happy, what do we have for you? We have saber-tooth ermine and squirrel. Okay, I think this is another goose egg. Whoa. This is another goose egg. So the subtle hint was the red hair. This is a red panda TF. And it's by Dr. Pickell.
but people have red hair.
Yes, but I said it was a subtle hint. I didn't say it was a loud hint.
Do they normally have spots like that, or
It's patchy fur coming in. It's just an artistic choice here. Yeah.
I will say I was at least cropped.
There was a giant tail that was cropped out, so that was correct. I love her stuff. Okay. This one is really mean. I'm just telling you up in advance, but real ones will know what this piece is. Real ones will know what this piece is.
I feel like I actually do know what this piece is.
Okay. For the audience, on the screen, we have some text that seems to be part of a potential trigger. And it says, "Dear sir, we are pleased to inform you, believe we have a job opening at our petting zoo that you will enjoy." And then there is some sort of figure. No, that's supposed to be the person who's transforming in the bottom. So obviously the hint is job opening petting zoo. It is definitely an animal you would find at a petting zoo or other areas, obviously. But again, real ones will know this piece. This may have been a piece that was printed off as well. It's a fun piece. I think it's a fun piece. I have not photomapped to this one. What are you doing, Splyced? This game is driving Splyced to drinking. We did start out drinking. I'm sorry. I'm not helping.
I'm very bad at pulling this from my memory.
That's okay.
All right,
Stormy?
say what I was about to say. No artist as usual. I believe this is a goat.
All right.
I'd also like to say the very first thought that came to my head is like, this could be a snow leopard, and they're like a petting zoo. I'm like, wait, no.
No, you would not have a snow leopard at a petting zoo.
I think you'd make a great petable snow leopard.
I would. That's true. I'm very kind. Toledo.
So for artist, I'm guessing pickle juice, and I'll try goat.
Okay. Pickle juice and goat.
Pickle juice seems like the text, but I put me because you told me to put an artist, but I know it's not me. And I put a horse.
Okay. So we have 2 goats, 1 horse. Splyced.
Zill, you got me stumped on the artist, but I'm going to guess horse, too.
Horse. Okay. We've got even odds between the horse and the goat. Morgan.
I wish I could have given you an artist, but I just said cow.
Okay. Cow. And Happy. What do we have for you? We have Steve and goat. All right. Well, it is a goat. This is a repeat. This is a Foxy piece.
Oh.
Yeah. But hey, we got some goats. So again, remember, if an artist has come up twice, they will not come up again, so you don't need to guess Foxy again. All right. Number 19. This one is from the depths of my favorites on Transfur. So this is an old one from Transfur. I will direct the audience to the claws that are coming out of this shoe and the shape of the foot in particular, as well as what this tail is in the background on a rock. This hint won't help anyone. I did do a photo manip of this one, but it was never posted, so that doesn't help anyone at all. So that's just a fun fact. Fun fact.
You have access to my computer.
Yeah. If you were sitting on Zill's computer in 2012, you might have known what this picture is.
To all the hackers out there, who knows what's up?
Yeah, exactly. FBI agent, you know what this is. Oh, CIA. Yeah, CIA. That's true. CIA would know. Equinox is judging everyone.
Judges everyone regardless.
He does. And I will give you all one more hint because I'm feeling very kind because people haven't been getting as many points as I hoped. This artist has been on the podcast. So this is an artist who has been on the podcast.
Respectfully, that doesn't quite narrow it down as nice.
Shut your mouth.
Apologies
Yeah.
to everyone who has done all of this wonderful art that my uncultured bird ass is not recognizing.
That's fair. No, I mean, I only picked good pieces. That's Toledo's band name. Write that down in the list of band names Toledo has professed to have. Has everyone had a chance to write down something? All right, Stormy, what do we got?
No artist, as usual.
Yes,
It's
and
crying a little bit
Yeah.
inside and externally at this point, but crying from laughing in this case. I said it's an... Don't go away.
Otter.
Go away. Yeah, I think it's an otter
I
again.
think it's an otter. All right, Toledo.
Yeah, I'm lost on the artist. I'm guessing otter though.
Okay. Zaf.
Lost on the artist, but I put cougar.
Cougar. All right. Okay. Splyced, what did you put?
I'm going to go for Arania and crocodile.
Arania and crocodile. Okay. Morgan.
I put lion. I don't know the artist, but they look so familiar.
All right. And Happy. We got Arania and otter. Well done to Happy. This is, in fact, an otter piece from Arania. It's this one. Good job. Fun fact, that is one of our most listened to episodes of the podcast, actually, because she shared it on her front page in one of her monthly updates, which was very kind of her. Shout out to Arania. She was a pleasure to chat with, truly. All right. Oh, we just had a very loud exclamation from Toledo. This is an old piece from Transfur. This is an artist who produced a lot of content back in the day and then vanished without a trace, and I cry every day. Every single one of their pieces is a banger. No misses in this catalog, like genuinely no misses in this catalog. What we see is a woman with blonde hair who seems to be very worried. She's wearing a very distinctive type of shirt, and we can see that a paw is forming as the clothes are seemingly ripping off for some reason. Perhaps a reason that has been cropped out of the picture. I think Toledo knows which one this is.
I was just about to say, I hope we have a piece from this artist.
Yeah. No, I had to.
didn't name them.
Yeah, I had to put in one from them. They were like one of my all-time faves, and they just disappeared one day.
So I actually did manage to get in contact with this artist in like 2010-ish, and like we chatted a bit on AIM, but then like when AIM died and everything, we lost contact, and I have no idea how to track him down again.
He seemed like a nice guy. Yeah. I don't know. His stuff is really good, really formative. Giving everyone a little bit more time. I think the species is at least accessible for most of the folks here. Has everyone written down something? Do you want to take a guess at the artist? All right, Stormy, what did you put down?
Alrighty. Artist unknown. I think this is a lion. I feel like that's going to be probably the common theme here.
Yeah. Also, I see your answer. You wrote "Hi Morgan" with an exclamation mark, which is very sweet. Toledo, what did you write down?
This is Terrafell, and it's a lion.
Yeah. Zaf,
Lion.
Splyced.
I got no idea on the artist. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna go with lioness.
Yes. Morgan,
Liam.
you were predicting it. You were willing it into existence. And Happy, we got Terrafell and Lion. Congratulations. We got 2 people who got this one. This is a very fun piece. It's very cute. It's very wholesome. The rhino one, I adapted that one, actually.
The dinosaur ones where they're being like...
Yeah. By the aliens. Yeah, it's really fun.
This artist probably stopped posting art before I got out of having dog.
I don't need you to say that. You are a child. Okay. All right. This is... I don't even know how to describe this one. There's a lot going on in this picture. There's a lot going on in this picture. There are some good toe beans with claws.
Normal Claude, I don't know.
Like I said, I didn't vet these for anatomical accuracy, but I think the gist of the shape of the body and what's going on here is pretty accurate. And I will confess I forgot the artist name for this one, so I'm going to be surprised as well. I think I know who it is. Oh no, I know who it is. Don't give it away. Don't give it away. Inside thoughts, you can explain when I come to you. Sometimes people have a filter between their brain and their mouth. It's the... Oh my god. Hold on. My wonderful listeners, I have a sticker for this. Yeah, exactly. This is... I have a sticker I'm showing the contestants. It is of Leo from Echo VN, and he is doing a silly pose with his hands on his forehead going full of mental illness, which is true. He is full of mental illness. We always need to talk about Echo, everyone. About Echo. We don't talk about Echo. Everyone should play Echo. It's really good. All right, Stormy, my wonderful friend, what did you guess?
Alrighty, so the species that I'm going with is a kangaroo. Not gonna lie, looking at how this is cropped, I was kind of thinking a T-Rex, but T-Rexes don't have toe beans.
T-Rexes do not have toe beans. Neither do kangaroos. What did you put?
I put a T-Rex. I know that they also have 2 fingers, but you know...
Zaf, what did you put?
My 2 was torn between like a T-Rex or dinosaur or a kangaroo, and neither fit.
So you scratched out one and then you put Roo.
I put Roo because it has kind of a Roo-ish body.
Yeah. No, that's fair. All right, Splyced.
Zill, I'll be real, I'm like abysmally sad now that we've brought up Echo.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring the mood down.
But I guess if I were to guess, I'm gonna guess Kynic, however you say it, as the artist, and I also guess T-Rex.
All right, okay. Morgan?
I said Dino, and if I have to be specific, T-Rex.
Okay. And Happy, what do we have? We have Azel and Spinosaurus. All right, well, so this is a kangaroo, and this is by Valentis.
Got it right. I scratched out.
You did. They don't have toe beans, technically. Yeah. You could argue that the pad on the toe bean is forming first, and then... but I agree. We had them on the podcast, actually. They do good stuff. They have a character in particular that's a dragon. It's like a bluish kind of dragon who gets transformed a lot. That's like the artist's like personal, like you're my OC and I'm going to transform you many times into the same thing. It's a lot of fun. Exactly, the Kedgetal. Real ones will know Kedgetal. Yeah. All right. This is the Pico slide. Pico is not here. Shout out to Pico. So we can see that there is a large belly that is being gripped. And the belly is white. And it's also going gurgle. And there's some pants rippage. I will say, the hint for the artist is the outfit. It's just the coloring. Green top, black shorts. The artist is drawing themselves in this picture, to be clear. We're still having some debate amongst the contestants on this one. I didn't say you couldn't debate, so it's fine. If you can't think of an artist and you're an artist, write your name down. It's better than nothing. I don't know. But it's a guess. Stormy, what did you put?
Well, I know the artist. I probably misspelled your name, and I apologize.
You meant Evelican, I think.
Yes.
You wrote Eveligen, which I think is just the knockoff of Evangelion.
Perhaps. I believe this is a polar bear, because I definitely recognize this art. I'm slightly blanking on it, but this is my answer, and I'm locking it in.
Okay, very good. Toledo.
Okay, I put down Lum Dum Gum and Bear.
Yeah, that is a good guess. Zaf.
I put lion and I put spliced.
I said to put down an artist, even if you weren't sure. Splyced.
Just fucking said I didn't draw that.
Well, maybe you did and you didn't remember. It was in a fugue state. What did you put down?
I'm guessing Flinters and Seagull?
Seagull. Okay. Interesting. Morgan.
This is Ave, and I think it's a bunny, but I don't know.
Okay. Evelican and Bunny. And Happy. We've got the great and amazing and generous Zaleppo and Panda. I'm very flattered. Truly, I am very flattered. This is indeed a Evelican and a polar bear. And you said bear, right? Oh, Panda. I'm going to be kind and give you a point. It was a
You're
bear.
great and amazing and generous.
I am great and amazing and generous. It's true. So we are. I'm gonna put this on the screen so you guys can start thinking about it. But this is the sprinkling I was talking about before. Just think about that a little bit. Well, actually, that's not fair because I will take the actual rough species as an answer for this. But while our contestants are pondering, I'm gonna do a quick tally on the scores because I haven't done that in a hot minute. All right, I'm going to do a quick score recap while our guests are guessing about these wonderful feet picks. So, currently in 6th, we have Splyced with 12 points. In 5th, we have Zaf with 13 points. In 4th, we have Morgan with 14 points. In 3rd, we have Stormy with 16 points. In 2nd, we have Happy with 19 points. And currently in 1st place is Toledo with 26 points. So well done, everyone, so far.
I do not understand.
You did really well in the last few questions. You were getting the species right every single time. Yes, I have points on the board for you for the last 5 questions, and you got perfect on the last one. So you really pulled yourself up there. Come back into 3rd right now. You can indeed recognize animals. Sorry, we're protesting the Iraq War? What? Did
I was memorizing transfer pieces, but I could have been protesting the Iraq War.
You're right. You could have been doing that, but you know what? I think you were doing a valuable service to our nation instead. Memorizing transfer pieces is a very solid piece of service. Okay, Stormy, what did you write?
Alrighty.
You
artist
wrote
unknown. Okay, so I genuinely do not know the name of this.
Oh my god. Okay.
Do you know what I'm referencing?
Okay, so I just want to explain for the audience. Stormy has written down fox and then in brackets, specifically that creature from that game that just had a sequel.
Okay.
I know what you're talking about though.
Thank you.
Toledo, what did you write down?
I'm a little lost. I put Shiba Inu. I don't think it's correct, but
Okay.
yeah.
It's a fair attempt. Zaf.
I put a fox by Equinox.
Oh, our producers are very happy with that guess. What did you put down, Splyced?
I'm guessing Lobo Leo and Werewolf.
Okay. What do we have for you, Morgan?
Said the wolf from Okami, whose name I think is Amaterasu, and k-libra.
Okay. And Happy. Leonardo da Vinci, Lionardo da Vinci. Incredible. Incredible. All right. Well, this is indeed the wolf from Okami. It's technically a white wolf, also known as Amaterasu. This is a piece by Honey Bear of a curious fox, which is kind of funny. I will give you the point because I knew what you were talking about. It's not a fox, though. It is a wolf. You got to brush up on your Japanese folklore.
Well, you see, because of Japanese folklore, that's why I...
Yeah, Okami is wolf.
Today I learned.
You did indeed learn. So on the screen, we have a crop of someone who is transforming with a kind of a line down the lower part of their face with some spotted fur and the word floof appearing. and a nice collared shirt. Think real hard. I know what you're talking about. I'm not going to say more.
There's a few things.
Shush, shush, shush. My producers are telling me to tell you to shut up. Respectfully. He will bite you. Okay, sit. All right. Stormy, what do we got from you?
I feel like this is an early hornbuckle art, and, well, it's obviously a cheetah. Like, what else could it be?
Interesting. Toledo, what do we have from you?
This is a Zaf original, and I think it's a snow leopard.
All right. Zaf, what did you write down?
This is embarrassing because that looks like my art, but I couldn't remember what it is.
So what was the species you wrote down?
I put cheetah.
Okay. So we have Zaf and then Zaf question mark Splyced.
I have no words. You can read
Yeah,
it.
so Zaf and Cheetah. Okay. Morgan.
Cheetah.
Okay. Happy, what did you write down? Steve and Cheetah. Okay. Sorry.
Oh no.
It's a snow leopard. So this is a Zaf piece, and it's a snow leopard from this year. This is an idea that Zaf and I talked about too. All right, it's okay. It's okay.
The fact that I got the species wrong, that the artist thought it was, I think that counts for something. Not a point.
But it counts for, satisfaction. Oh, God. I did tell you there was a piece of yours in here. Yeah. And I couldn't not put in a snow leopard somewhere. I felt like that would be, detrimental to myself. Okay. This is a crop of a clawed hand reaching on a stone. There seems to be some lighting from above, and there is a very distinctive nose. Also, this artist has 4 different names, so I will take any of them. I say that with love. I'm not slighting the artist. This artist has been on the podcast. Reach deep within you. I just thought of a hint, but I realized the only person who would get that hint is Toledo, so I'm going to not say it. Stormy, what did you put?
I put the artist's 5th name just to bring that bit back one more time to disappoint you just a little bit more.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, I believe
mole.
this is a mole, specifically a naked mole rat.
Okay. All right. Toledo, what do we have?
I think this might be Finnegan foal, and I think it's a mole, specifically a star-nosed mole, probably.
Zaf, what do we have?
I put a badger mole and Toph.
Oh, from Avatar: The Last Airbender. Because Earth. Yeah, no, I see it. I see the vision. What do we have for you, Splyced? Did you write?
I guess Nigo again, and I'm trying for mole as the species.
Okay, mole. Good guess. Morgan?
I put Mole. The only artist I know of that has multiple names is Day, but I don't think that's his style.
Okay, so we got a Davoso down. And then we have Hornbuckle and Mole. All right, so I think almost everyone got the species. It is indeed a mole. The artist is Other Side, or known as Burb, or Blue Light, or a number of other names that I do not remember.
He does all of the demi-TFs.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, he does a lot of demi-TF, so. Okay, this is an old piece. This is an old piece from Transfur. I'm going to give you a very big hint for the real ones. This was part of the Island of Dr. Moreau project back in the day.
It definitely was.
It definitely was. So, y'all may recall that there was a game that kickstarted for Island of Dr. Moreau recently. This sequence was memorable enough that they actually put it in the book again. Just with a different subject, but the same species, same sort of overall progression. It's a banger. Really well done. And I'll give you one more hint. I had not only adapted this piece, I adapted the entire sequence. All of you who are not familiar with my work, I'm very sad I cry. But that's okay. This is an old piece from me too, actually, so.
I don't even know what I drew, so. So what chance do I have?
You always have a chance. You never know what you might guess. There's always hope. Never give up hope. Does anyone remember my adaptation of this piece? Oh, thank you, Happy. I'm glad. It was. I almost never did sequences, and I did 2, and then I was like, this is too much. I'm good. And I stopped for 10 years. All right, Stormy, what did you put down?
I believe this is a coyote, and then I almost started to second guess myself and lean maybe more towards a jackal. It's obviously a canine style though, but I'm sticking with my gut. It's a coyote.
Okay.
I'm guessing it's Arania and a thylacine.
Okay. Zaf.
I put a thylacine.
Okay. Spliced.
No clue on the artist, but I also guessed coyote.
All right. Morgan.
I'm gonna sound like a really, really stupid kitty right now, but I put a possum.
Okay. Possum. Got it. And Happy wrote down saber-tooth ermine and thylacine. All right. One of you said, I think Toledo got the perfect score. It is a thylacine by Arania. This is the piece. It's very demi-themed, so you can see why I adapted it. Very good overall sequence, I will say.
Thylacine, if you didn't know the piece, you couldn't get that. That's hard.
It is kind of hard. This one is a trick question. There is someone you are going to think it is, and it is not that artist. Well, you can put it down, but I'm telling you off the bat, it's not that artist. And I know why you would guess that, but it's not. Because of how it is. I'm being so specific. Audience, there is a clearly visible dorsal fin in this piece and some ocean, and it is in grayscale. And it is not the artist you're thinking of. But this artist has had their stuff mistaken for other artists more than once. Splyced knows what I'm putting down. Happy's giving a very knowing nod to me. He's got this in the bag. He's coming for the crown. All right, everyone had a chance to write something down? And an artist name? What do we got?
I think this is a k-libra art piece,
Okay.
and I think it's an orca.
Okay. Toledo?
I think it's k-libra, and I think it's a dolphin.
Okay. Zaf?
I put an orca, and I was trying to think of a name, and I couldn't.
Okay. So orca and artist unknown. Splyced?
First instinct was to say griff, but I went with k-libra and dolphin.
Mm-hmm. I was alluding to Griff.
Oh, well, great. I put shark and not k-libra because I thought it was k-libra.
Oh. Okay, you know what? You thought it was k-libra. I'm going to assume you put k-libra. And apparently not Griff, porpoise. All right, yes, this is a dolphin from k-libra, so good job. It's a very good piece. And again, reminder, if it's come up twice, they will not come up again, so that was the second k-libra piece. No, I actually didn't put any Griff pieces in this, which I thought it was going to be too obvious. That's why. So I was like, anyways. All right, picture number 28. Now, this is an artist that have not had on the podcast, but I have talked about on the podcast, specifically in the context of the Dragoneer episode, actually. So if you were really paying attention to that one, you might know the artist. For the viewers at home, there's some ripped pants, and there are some visible feet with scales on them. This is slightly mean in that this is an anthropomorphic version of the animal. That's all I'm gonna say. I had to dig deep to find a picture from this artist that was safe for work. Actually, I don't know if that's a help or not, but it is safe for work. It is safe for work. So give y'all a little bit more time. Everyone had a chance to write something down. Stormy, what did you put?
This might be a croc or a gator or perhaps a croc, but my first answer is a gator, so if it's a crocodile and I get it wrong, I'll be okay.
I would accept gator or crocodile. I'm not that mean.
So the artist I thought of, but I don't think it is because he did multiple safe for work stuff, is Metamorpher, and I'm guessing Triceratops.
All right. Okay. Zaf.
Put a dragon.
Okay, dragon. Spliced.
I also put dragon, but I'm going to guess the artist is Kanik.
Okay. Morgan.
I put gator and Karun, but
Okay. And Happy. We got pickle juice and croc. Okay. This is a goose egg. That's fair. This is a snake TF, but an anthro snake, and this is by Surrey or she. Don't do that. Never do that.
I guess the anthro is.
I did say this was an anthro of a species. They're newer. They do a lot of work actually through Patreon. We talked about them in the context of the Dragoneer episode because I was talking about how this was an opportunity to talk about the healthcare system and ways we can elevate stories within our community. And this was an artist who's being fucked over by the healthcare stuff in the US. So I was plugging their coffee for their medical expenses at the time. All right. Picture 29. I don't want to say too much about this one, so I'm just going to shut the fuck up. The sprinkles. If you think it's too obvious, it's not too obvious. I'm telling you it's not too obvious. Here's a fun fact. This artist is at the con. I would like to draw your attention to the coloration. Yes, the colors. I mentioned the sprinkling too.
Stop mind-fucking us, Zillipo!
Here, I'll add one more salt to the wound. You have all seen a crop of this picture before. I guarantee it. And I will explain later.
While I just pull up your Telegram.
Shut the fuck up. All right, Stormy. No, you gotta... What's your guess?
Okay, so I said this was an Emberbat art piece. I originally thought it was a rat, and then you said no, and I changed it to an opossum, and I'm going to be very sad if you got me out of getting another.
Okay. Toledo.
I also guessed Amberbat, and I also guessed rat.
Okay. Zaf?
When you said someone who was here, I know Ember was here, and then Bat.
Okay. Splyced? Shrapnel appears to have passed out from stress, so no answers. Morgan.
Possum and Emberbat.
And Happy. Arg Lombax. Well, this is an Emberbat piece of me turning into my Lombax Sona. So, you've all seen this because I have absolutely used that as a profile picture. So
The thing that I wanted to point out, I wasn't going to.
Unfair crop.
So the thing that I wanted to look up specifically was not necessarily that it was a Zill art piece, but how many profile pictures Telegram has saved for you. And would you like to know the number for that?
it's over 100. I think it's 140.
127.
Oh, I was close. It's the colors. It's my Sona colors. You can see the stripe in the little top left corner. I was mean. I said I was going to be mean. I was full up front about that. All right.
Immersion ruined.
Immersion ruined. I believe this is our last piece. This is our last piece. The outfit is the clue. For our audience at home, there's a lot of clothing going on here at the moment. And a paw. More than one paw.
Edmall in here. Or like Nojo.
Yeah. So I considered putting those people in, but I also figured, like, if I was putting too much heavy, older stuff, then there might be a real, like, vacancy for some folks, which is fair, like, you know. But yeah, that's the game. I was going to give a clue. It's the end of the game. It's fine. This is a commissioner you've seen pieces of many times.
I'm sure it is.
Thank you, Morgan, for that very definitive answer. I'm sure it is. Okay. Are we all good? I'm going to look at everyone's answers. All right, Stormy, what did you put?
I am honest to God blanking.
You wrote nothing.
I did not write anything.
You wrote
I'm
nothing.
going to say this is a cat.
And how much did you wager? No, I'm joking.
$5, Bob.
$5, Bob. Okay. Toledo.
I put Black Shirt Boy and Rat.
Okay. Zaf.
I put Rabbit and Happy.
Okay. Spliced.
Zillipo, I'd like to wager my very humanity, and I'm gonna guess Dr. Pickle and Rabbit.
That's not an option to wager, but I appreciate the effort.
I put Shiba Inu.
And Happy. I've got ending on a high note. Cool emoji. Okay. So I don't think anyone got the breed right. This is a dog. You did get the artist. It is Black Shirt Boy. This is a Beagle TF of Professor Scritch.
I know the character now, yeah.
You know the character now. Yeah. When I was going through this, I was like, I have to have at least one Professor Scritch Beagle transformation picture.
As soon as you said it, it clicked in my head. So yes, I would second that, even if I am horrendously bad.
Can you put it into words about what that style is?
Yeah, like if you can look at the color, the shadows there, they actually they use color tones in the shadows and different color tones. So like on the legs in the second one, there's a warm color tone in the shadow. On the podium in the first one is a cool color tone, and also on the jacket. And on the dog, you've got kind of a gray where it's cream otherwise. So and then you also have the like kind of naturalistic gradient in the back. Also, it's like a pretty heavy line work. but not even. So
Yeah.
Interesting things to point out. A lot of things I didn't even consider looking at.
Very analytical. Okay. So we have reached the end of the game show. Thank you for playing, everyone. First of all, I want to say a round of applause for everyone. You all did admirably. I appreciate it. These were some difficult ones to guess in many cases. All right. So no one came in sixth because we have a tie for fifth place. So nobody came in last is what I'm saying, because you're all winners. In tied for fifth place, congratulations to Zaf and Splyced. Well done. 17 points. 17 points. Really good. All right. In fourth place, we have Morgan with 18 points. Well done. It is. All right. Our top three. In third place is Stormy with 19 points. Despite literally sabotaging almost all your artist guesses, you came in third place.
I'm not going to lie. I genuinely did not know the names of over half of these artists.
But you still came in third.
and you got the species.
Yeah, you made the podium. In second place, ending on a high note, Happy with 23 points. Well done. Well done. And our winner of today's TFRD is Toledo with 34 points. Congratulations.
Over half of the guesses.
This is true. This is true. The only person to get over half the guesses right. How do you feel about this momentous occasion?
Wow. I'm a changed man.
That's the game. Well, thank you so much, all of our contestants again. Thank you, everyone, for listening. I hope you were having fun playing along at home. If you did better than our contestants, and like genuinely, like you're not getting any bragging rights from this, but if you did better than our contestants, leave a comment and tell us what your scores were for each piece. I would be curious to know. And if there are any ones that were goose eggs that you were like immediately like, oh my God, I knew that one. Well, congratulations, because honestly, I wouldn't have gotten some of them if you just put them in front of me, honestly. So, yeah, that's the game show, everyone. Thank you so much for playing. Stay TFy, and I will see people back next week. But have a good rest of your con.